Hello and welcome once again to parts 43 and 44, and in these two, surprisingly enough, I know this is going to come as a big shock, but we're going to be working on the other leg. Let's see what we need to do. In 43 we've got some nice comforting parts, so nice and warm and comforting that it's like putting on your favourite pair of socks. We're going to be using the screws, as far as I can tell, that we got in the last... Okay, I've been actually disassembling here for you because it says to put the ring over here, like that, except when I opened the box, they already were on there, like that, so they've saved me some time, so that's nice. The next thing you have to do is put one of these bits into the end of this. You get two sets of these, they're both exactly the same, so you don't need to worry about which you put into what, because as far as I can tell they're all symmetrical, they're all the same design. So you put that ring over there, and also you can only fit it in one way round, so you can't go wrong. You can see the grooves there and the little bits that stick out there. You stick those onto those and it will only go one way to make it flush, and then you're going to be using apparently a silver screw to screw that into place. So I'm going to try a silver screw just in case it is actually the silver screw. Oh my good god, what's going on? They've only gone and told me the right screw, so that is now nicely together. These bits definitely are metal. I'm still not convinced the lightsaber is made of metal. That's that side done, and you basically do exactly the same thing with the other side. The ring is already on here, as you can see. Comes apart, and you just stick that on the end there. Line up your other bit. This is extremely easy and straightforward to do. And then we're going to put another silver screw in that bit. So, let me do that. Oh my god, they've only gone and... Did you get a deja vu sense there? This is the second part done. I should edit in a repeat of the original part, but no. That wouldn't work now because I've just told you what I'm about to do, so never mind. So, there you go. That's those two bits done. And next, you grab your little blue piece of plastic and you stick these on the end, and I think they will only go the one way round. They do only go the one way, well, they go either way round, but you have to make sure that this bit is next to the holes on that side, so now you know. And they do stay on really solidly actually. And then, bosh, we've screwed a bar onto an ankle, and that completes 43. So let's see what's in 44. 44, okay, well, the leg ribbing doesn't worry me, but what does worry me is yet more screws all in those bags there. So I think I'm going to utilise my free little screw box and put those in straight away so I don't get confused. Okay, the joyous news is we now have all that we need to complete the final frame for the leg. We need to take this bit, LFL 03 and LFL 04. Sound like I'm saying a football club name or something. And then press those two together. Alright, number 1, isn't my continuity fabulous? Number 2, I'm now wide awake and 200% alert. Number 3, I've invested in a 64GB SD card. That's to replace my 16GB card. So in theory, I will never run out of space again. So that's one massive annoyance down in my life, or my YouTube recording life. With that being said, let's get on with the final part, 44. It's daytime now, as you can see. It's quite a nice day. I feel like going down to the seaside, but maybe tomorrow. These two bits are the bits that we've already joined together in the last part, or maybe it was the part before that. So you've got those, and then you've got your little butterfly piece here, which is going to join in between, and you have these two pieces in 44, along with some screws as well. And you have to put these two bits together. This always works out 10 times easier before I start filming. Okay, it goes from the underneath basically, so this bit sticking out, that bit, that goes on top. Okay, there we go. Perfect. Now they're all lined up nicely. They have to be up that way. I knew that. Okay, you have to match them all up. Blah, blah, blah. We know that. They're taking you through step by step here. And this is where you're grabbing all your... Look, I've utilised my box here for this part. All the little nuts and screws are in there. Okay, people, it's time to get some nuts. I guess if you're in America, you may not understand that reference. This is LFL 03. And they say put the nut into the recess in LFL 03. But the only single part of that is that. And when this is on here, I would say that that's LFL 04 you're putting it into, but that one single tab is what they're calling the piece that you put it into, so that's weird. I must do what they say. There's your little nut into place, and we're going to screw that in. Yes, you did have to turn that over and screw it in from underneath. Always a little bit fiddly, but not too bad. And then it's all in place. Very satisfying indeed. You are taking your little butterfly shaped little bit of metal there, which as far as I can tell is the same either way around. So stick that into there. You stick it underneath, so the screw is on the end there, as you can see. So from that screw, that's coming in from underneath, as you can see there. And you need to obviously slot this bit over the top. And then, look at all those shadows I'm casting in the daytime. And then we'll be screwing in from the underneath. So the nuts will be going in the top, 1, 2, 3, 4, and screwing in from underneath. Let's go screw that in. And there we have it. It's very solid. It wasn't the easiest thing to screw in that I've ever had so far, but as you can see, you could probably snap that over your head and it would still be in one piece. So that's comforting to know. Now we have to fit this piece along the plasticky leg. Alright, now we're all shiny and sparkly. We will be screwing this leg in with the dreaded black screws. And they'll be going in, of course, these great big holes here, won't they? Of course they won't. They'll be going in these little ones here. There, there, and there, and there. So 6 lots of 2. Wait a minute. 8 lots of 2. Another 2 there at the end. So let's go get these lovely black screws in, of which I should point out they've given me a whole nother little bag of. So I'm happy. The more the merrier. Let's do this. There's something very therapeutic and quite satisfying about screwing lots of screws. So these are all done now. Had a bit of an issue with this one here. The plastic was coming away all the time, but I just swapped the screw and problem solved. So this bit is looking a bit flimsy. I can't even remember what I did to make it all so solid on the other leg. That completes part 44. So hope you've enjoyed watching my struggles and my weird edits and quite bad continuity, but I'm still enjoying myself. So hopefully I will meet you back here in about 3 weeks' time. So see you then.